Good morning. Good morning. I'm just waiting for a few people to jump in this morning. I realize that it's early. Welcome to Sun 1993. It's your first day on Periscope. Welcome. I'm just on both Periscope and Facebook Live today. Again today, I'm going to do this as long as technology works for me. I'm doing these at the same time. So good morning. I don't want to delay too long, but I am excited about this new series that I will be doing for the next few weeks on R.I.P.E, on being ready or positioned to be chosen or to be picked or to be selected. So I'm gonna just give another second and then I'll get started. I got this glare on my glasses. So if you are joining me on Periscope or on Facebook, please share with your followers. I just have a quick note today. It's super quick, as this is just an introduction to, this will be an introduction to our series this for the next couple of weeks. All right, so I'm going to get started on this frosty, here in Philadelphia. It's very cold. I want to say it's a negative 2 degrees here in Philadelphia, but I'm going to get started whether people are on live or not. But I just want to get this message out really quick, and then I'll be on my way, as this will be an introduction to our series for the next few weeks. Good morning, Dr. Renee. Good morning. It's always great to see you. Okay, so my question that I threw out this morning is: are you in position to be picked, chosen, or selected? Hashtag R.I.P.E. So this word R.I.P.E has just been haunting me, and at the risk of sounding corny, I chose this word R.I.P.E came to my mind and in my spirit about just being ripe and being ready. So I created an acronym actually for the word R.I.P.E, and I'll tell you what that is in a minute. But before I jump in too quickly, my name is Marquissa Williams. I am the CEO and founder of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. Elevate Leadership Enterprises, I always say, is all things leadership. It exists to help the aspiring leader to get out there and be encouraged and empowered to lead effectively and in the places that they believe that they are purposed to serve and lead in. It is also available for the leader in transition, the current leader that just needs that motivation, that push to gain extra resources, some enthusiasm, some charge to get behind them. I am also available for workshops, team building, motivational speaking as well. These are just a few things that Elevate Leadership Enterprises exist, and it's really to help us to move forward and to encourage us to be effective leaders and to give us food for thought as we lead in our communities, homes, businesses, ministries, etc. All right. So now introductions are over. So now this concept of R.I.P.E. I always like to start off with my definition of R.I.P.E, of what I'm going to talk about. And again, the question that I posed to us in this season is: are you positioned to be picked, chosen, selected? Right? So the word R.I.P.E is defined as developed to the point of readiness for harvesting. Developed to the point of readiness for harvesting. It also is defined as being mature enough to be used, to be fully developed. This definition is so powerful. I'm going to say it one more time. To be R.I.P.E, the definition for R.I.P.E is developed to the point of readiness for harvesting, to be mature enough to be used, and fully developed. Somebody give me some heart love on Periscope. Somebody give me some thumbs up on Facebook Live if you're on. I'm not sure who's out there. Sometimes I can see who's there. Sometimes I can't. But just let me know that you're out there. But if you are catching this on a replay, thank you for joining. And I think that you will be encouraged and charged to hear what's going to happen in these next few weeks about this subject of being right, being ripe, being chosen, being ready, being positioned to be chosen, to be picked, to be selected. One more time, I'm going to say this definition. I can't get past it, y'all. I can't get past it. I can't get past it. The definition of ripe, good morning, Nikki. The definition of ripe is to be developed to the point of readiness for harvesting. Woohoo! That's a good one. When I think of harvest, I think big, massive fields, open land, open. Also being mature enough to be used and fully developed. That's what ripe is. So when I think about all the lessons that we learned in 2016, all the scopes that we shared, all the Facebook Lives that was shared last year, the things, we talked about some of the things that held us back, whether it was procrastination or perfectionism, or we were talking through some things. Good morning, Shannon. Talking through some things about getting rid of excuses and having an excuse-free zone mind, getting all those things out of our head so that we could move forward, right? So we learned some things about what we needed to do to progress and to accomplish our personal and our professional goals. And, you know, now some of us might still even be in those places. As I realize it does take time for us to move forward, to grasp those concepts that we learned last year. But nevertheless, you heard them, and it's something that we need to strive for, right? So I hope that you're not stuck in those places, but it is something that we need to do, all right? We need to do. Good morning, Prophetess Sent. I think I saw you pop up. Good morning, Fruity27. I see you all are just popping on. So today we are talking about this whole thing about being positioned to be chosen, picked, or selected. But in order for us to be ready for those things and being in position to be chosen, picked, selected, we have to be right. We have to be already developed and being ready for harvesting, ready and being mature enough to be used. We got to be mature enough to be used, all right? So this is what the series is going to be about the next few weeks, is getting ourselves ready, being ready to be chosen, being ripe. I'm going to give you the acronym for RIPE in just a second. Some of you may have seen my flyer if you are part of my Facebook group, the Leadership Lounge. You will see that. You will see the acronyms. I get anyone who is in the Leadership Lounge gets the insight first. So they already know what RIPE means. So I would encourage you to find it's called Leadership Lounge on Facebook and join this group. And then so that you can be the first to know, what all of this is about. So again, here we are. Are you in position? I'm going to keep saying it. Are you in position to be picked, chosen, or selected? If you think that you are already there, you have already made the headway, you're fully developed, you're ready to go, you're mature enough to be used, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up if you're working towards that position. It is a position. So here we go. So do you remember, just an analogy when I thought about being picked or chosen or selected, do you remember as a kid when it was time for, in school, it was time to be, to form sports teams or your cheerleading squad or some form of team. Good morning, Kevin. We were all in a group and we were waiting for someone to pick us, right? But the first people to be picked or chosen or selected was those who had the skills, those who were already equipped, and had the ability to take the team to the next level. Do you hear me out there? You were the first people. Those people were the first ones to be chosen because they were already identified as the ones who would take the team, take the ministry, take the business, take your community, take your families to the next level. That's what it looks like to be ripe, to be ready, to be mature enough to be used, to be fully developed, to be ready for the harvest, for the big thing that is ahead. So this is what I'm trying to get in your minds about this series on RIPE, being ready to be positioned, ready to be picked, ready to be chosen, ready to be selected. So that's the concept that I want to talk about over these next few weeks. You want to position yourself to be ripe, ready for the picking, ready to be seen, revealed, displayed to the world. I also think about, yes. Nikki, I see you there, your comments there. But yes, thank you, Dr. Renee. You know I appreciate your feedback. Love you so much. I can't tell you that enough. I know we have to meet. We really do. We have to physically touch and agree on some things. Amen. Good morning, Christine. Thank you on Periscope. By the way, on Periscope, I'm only a few hundred hearts away from 100,000. So help me meet that today. I'm quite sure we can meet it today if you keep tapping the screen. You tap the screen. I wish Facebook had some mechanism to get us to the next level with hearts and thumbs up and all that good stuff. So amen. So here we are. We're talking about this whole concept of ripe. So also another thought about ripe is when a farmer is planting his crop, they're planting whether it's grapes on a vine, corn, whatever, things in the ground, whatever it is. But at the time of harvest, at the time of getting ready for the harvest to be picked or chosen to be displayed, they only pick the best. They only picked the most beautiful fruit. They only picked what's ready to be displayed. Are you ready to be displayed? Are you ready to be chosen? Are you ready to be revealed and seen and revealed to the world? We can only do that by becoming ripe, by taking steps to be ready for harvest, mature enough to be used and fully developed. There's no way to be to do that early. If the farmer picks too early, that thing might just die. It may not be sweet enough. It may not be of quality to whoever is going to be displayed to. So it behooves the farmer. It behooves the farmer to only pick what's ready and fully developed, ready to be revealed and ready to be seen by the world. Do you hear me out there? Those on replay, I'm telling you, it's going to be, this is a goodie. I believe that this is a goodie. So, just to revisit. So you see where I'm going with this whole concept of being ripe, being positioned, being ready to be chosen, picked, and selected. Remember, as a kid, when we're formulating our teams, and even now, it's something for us to even today, when we're picking our teams, we're picking people to be a part of our ministries, we're picking our churches, we're picking our businesses, the people who are going to help us to form and build. We have to pick those who are equipped and skilled and ready to take your team, take you to the next level, all right? My heart goal is met. I just heard on Periscope, my heart goal is met. 100,000 hearts. Woo! Thank you for your support and the heart love. I am excited. About what's happening in the life of Elevate Leadership Enterprises in 2017. Thank you so much. I had to just stop for a minute and celebrate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Christine. Sometimes we are picked on to be picked out. Absolutely. But just to circle back, this is where I'm going. So stick with me just for another moment, and I will give you the acronyms for the word RIPE that I want to break down over these next couple weeks. But remember, at the beginning of this leadership lift this morning, it is RIPE is defined as developed to the point of readiness for harvesting, mature enough to be used, fully developed. So we must position ourselves to get to this place of ripe. So that's what we'll be talking about over the next few weeks. And I look forward to sharing all of the things that God has revealed to me in this season about what we need to do to be right, all right? To be ripe, ready to be picked, ready to be chosen, ready to be selected, ready to be revealed to the world, that ripe enough to get whatever we need to do out to the world, our businesses, our ministries, our community stuff, developing in our homes. It does not matter. There's so many things that is happening in the life of Elevate Leadership Enterprises. I wish I could tell you right now what is coming up in the next few weeks. I want to try to hold on to the secret just for a little while longer to just ignite some excitement about some workshops and some webinars that's coming ahead. I don't want to reveal the titles just yet. I don't want to be premature in what's coming up for us in this season. But let me just give you the acronym for RIPE. I said, at the risk of being corny, I created an acronym for the word RIPE. But here we are. Here we are. I'm not going to tell what's ahead, but I will tell you what the acronym is for RIPE and what you have, what you can look forward to over the next few weeks. I'm going to take it in baby steps, all right? Baby steps. I don't want to get us all too excited and overwhelmed. I don't want you to be as crazy as I am right now. I am just bursting at the seams with so many things that I want to share and do with you in 2017. All right, so let me just tell you what the acronym for RIPE is. All right, so someone said that's not Christ-like. Guess what? Even Jesus, guess what? He gave some cliffhangers. He kept his disciples on his toes. He said some things that we just had to wait for. We had to wait until it was actually in front of us to see it, right? So thanks, Dr. Renee. Corny is good. So yes, okay, so here we are. Let me regroup before I get out of control here. I'm out of pocket on this Monday morning, let me tell you. So the R is for ready. And we talked about that a little bit this morning about, it's in the definition of RIPE, which is ready, right? So so R is ready, and we're going to really dive into that word ready, which means next week we'll dive into that. Maybe midweek we might chime into ready. And it says to be, and I put this definition on ready is to be in a suitable state for an activity. To be in a suitable state for an activity, easily available or obtained within reach. So R is for ready. I is for intentional. P is for prepared. We got to be prepared, y'all. P is for prepared. And E, we're going to end the series with E, which is enthusiastic. We have to have some enthusiasm about what's ahead, about what we're doing, about what we're purposed for. We have to have that energy. So I'm going to repeat the acronyms for each letter one more time. And then going after today, I will show this, in social media world and social media, what the actual acronyms are as well. I realize you might not have a pen, so excuse me, some of you might just be listening. So R is for ready, I is intentional, P is prepared, and E is enthusiastic. So those are the 4 things that we will talk about over the next few weeks. So to get us ready into the next thing, I'm telling you, I bet you guys have been on my heart, you've been on my mind, and it's some things I know that you will need to get to the next space in this season of harvesting, being ripe and ready for this new season. All right. So that's really all I have for you today, is that we have to be in position to be picked, to be chosen, to be selected. I gave two stories or two analogies of what that could look like, from being picked on, where we want to be chosen for the right team, the right business. We want to have the ability to, have the skills that we need to be selected or chosen. We want to be ready to be on display. We want to be ready. Lost my thought. Be the best fruit for as the farmer does. He picks the best fruits that are more profitable. We want to be all of that in this season. We don't want to be premature. We want to be perfect and on time for what is in store for us for 2017. So I thank you for entertaining me today with my corny acronym of R.I.P.E, but it was really laying on my heart, and I took a risk and a chance and walking in obedience about this whole theme on being ripe and ready to be picked, chosen, and selected in this season for 2017. So I thank you so much for joining this Monday morning leadership lift. Just a quick plug: if you have not already signed up for my email list, I strongly encourage you to go to my website. It's free. It takes nothing but for you to Google me at marquissawilliams.com. Sign up to be on my email list. You will get my a free ebook, 5 things leading anything, anyone leading anything should know. 5 things anyone leading anything should know. You will get that free, and you would see all the other things that's available. My workshops that are available to you. I have several for Christian leadership, for corporate settings, for busy mothers, for the aspiring leader. I have consultations that's available on my schedule. You can sign up for consultations. You can sign up for one-on-one coaching. All of those things are available to you to be equipped to be right in this season. So sign up. If you haven't already, request to be a part of the Leadership Lounge. It's called Leadership Lounge on Facebook. Request to be a part of this exclusive group. That's where you can engage and you can talk to other leaders from around the world. We encourage each other there. We send quotes. There's motivational tips. We just share our thoughts and our minds in that space, because oftentimes leaders don't have that space where they can be transparent and just share and talk within that space. Find Leadership Lounge on Facebook and be a part of this awesome group. There's so much in store there for the Leadership Lounge this year as well. The ones that are in Leadership Lounge on Facebook on this group, you get the insight first. You get the information first. So be a part of this group. You don't want to miss out on the great opportunities that go and the conversations that go on in that group. I just recently did a survey of those who are part. They shared that they want some encouragement as leaders. They want some leadership lifts. Tips. They just want a lot of knowledge so that they can continue to move and grow and be effective, the most effective leaders that they can be. So be a part of my Facebook group. All right. So that's all I have for you today. And remember, you must be ready to position yourself to be ripe in this season, ready for harvesting, being matured and fully developed enough to be used. So thank you on this Monday morning. Thank you for joining this leadership lift. I will see you later on this week, and I will keep informing you of things to come. Thank you. Those I see, some people are just joining and chiming on right now. Yes, Christine. Yes, I actually it's in there. Okay, I got a few calls I need to make. All right. Yes, this information is already in the Leadership Lounge group. What the acronyms is R for right, and I will actually, you know what, I can put my notes, share my notes in Leadership Lounge, so that you will have them. Is that all right? That I'm telling you, it's benefits to being part of the Leadership Lounge. You get my notes, you get my thoughts, uncut, unscripted, no grammar corrections, no none of that. It's just how it comes out. But I do believe that it's beneficial for you to be a part of the group. Again, for those of you who are joining, please replay this. Please share these videos with your followers. And I hope that you just have a wonderful and blessed week. Thank you so much for joining.